Yes, we're back. We're back again in Tourist Bus. We're back again on the lovely island of Fuerteventura, where we're continuing our adventure, visiting every bus stop on the game. Our final tour of the island before we move on to new things and new adventures. Last time we got down to here, to Taralejo. This time we're going to make a trip up to Gran Tarajal, heading back up towards the airport. Our vehicle of choice, yes, it's another man. This time the Intercity, the R60, so a bit more bus type travel for this one. So what can possibly go wrong on this journey? Let's find out. Grab that guidebook to All Failures in Fuerteventura. Can't even say Fuerteventura. And let's go. Yes, so hi there, Steve here. Yes, welcome back to Tourist Bus, where I can say Fuerteventura. If you're new to my content, welcome indeed. This is currently going out on a Friday, along with some farming and some other things on a Friday. On a Monday, there's something from OMSI. On a Wednesday, something from trains. On a Saturday, currently some trucking and some random things on a Sunday. So plenty of content from me. Yes, we're visiting every bus stop on the island. We started our adventure all the way up here at El Mataral, where the home garage is. We worked our way up to Taralejo, back down here, back over Betancuria, all the way back down via La Pared, down to Costa Calma, all the way down to the end here. We're now making the return trip, where last time we got to Taralejo. This time we're going to have to do a bit of a sort of zigzag around up here to visit all the bus stops. So going from here to there, up to this one, round to this one, and back down to Gran Tarajal. Before next time then, there's a couple here that are going to be really awkward to get before we go to Antigua. And then there's a couple around here as well before we get back to the airport. So I reckon we got another sort of two maybe trips before we get back to the home garage and then on to Adventures New. So this is today's plan. Let's climb aboard, sit ourselves down, reset track IR, start it up. We'll activate our destination display, not zoom in on that one, not that one. We'll turn the air conditioning on, not on that one. It's been so long since I've been on here. There we go, air conditioning on, passenger lights on, then we'll come over there we go, not to 25 degrees, 20 degrees, there we go. Passengers are on. Let's close the door, pop it in gear and make our way. So yes, been thinking about ideas and things to do in Tourist Bus going forward. As I said in the last video, Tourist Bus will be continuing on after we complete our trip around the island. And for those of you watching Tourist Bus and enjoying it, I will let you guys know, because you're special. Fernbus could be making a return. Just saying, just putting it out there. Okay, Fernbus will be making a return, but you know, it's the thing. So yeah, Tourist Bus, don't know quite yet what I'm going to do, but it's certainly not the end of Tourist Bus, because I absolutely love this. The island is awesome to drive around. It looks good. It's just brilliant. I've never really dabbled with the economy mode in this, so I've never really gone full bore, you know, employing drivers and doing things properly. You know, I just like waffling and driving around the island. So there's probably going to be more of that to come. So 5k to go till our first stop. So if you are new to these, they are normally that random and waffly. There will be some links in the description below. One to where you can watch me live on Twitch doing all sorts of games 6 days of the week. One to the Discord server as well, and one I think possibly even to where you can buy Tourist Bus. But I wouldn't expect that to be down there because because I'm going to forget to put it there. Probably it's going to be a thing. Right, 2k left to our first stop. So yeah, visiting every stop on the island. Not necessarily if there's one like up here. We got one side of the road and one the other side of the road. Then yeah, I won't be visiting both, but I'm visiting every stop location. Right, a few passengers here waiting to get on. So I'll show you the inside of the R60. Actually, if you haven't seen it, it's quite bus-like. In it, we've got like a white clean floor. So it's not quite a coach. So it's a coach slash bus thing. I'll stand here and wait for our passengers to get on board. Otherwise, I'm in the way. There we go. So make our way back down. Say this as well in the lovely Sims and Stuff travel livery, which does look really smart in black. Right, and on to our next stop, La Canada. Oh, Canada, in 15k. So I love the fact in this free roam mode, as I'm doing, you can just set which route you want to do and which bus stops you want to go through. So you can just do your own routes and just go for a drive, which is just really nice to do in Tourist Bus, because the roads are just so varied and awesome. Okay, left here. Without crashing into things, ideally. Yeah, if you haven't played it before, it's brilliant. So there is a full economy mode, so you have to buy vehicles, you have to do routes. So whenever you set a new route up, you have to drive it yourself first before you can then hire a driver and have that driver do the route for you. You have to maintain the vehicles should they go wrong, and yeah, it can be quite time consuming. So this bus stop here isn't a bus stop. That's rather bizarre. Yeah, and so if a driver rings in sick, you then either have to designate another driver to do the route, or you end up doing it yourself. It can be really enjoyable doing the career mode. A couple of things that I don't agree with the career mode: when you start out, you've got to go and buy a place to live, which is a bit bizarre. And then you never have to visit it again. You buy a garage a garage out of town to be able to expand your coaches into, yet you never have to visit it again. So a lot of things are put into this as a test bed, as ideas for other games. So certainly that led into the bus, and things that I think TML were contemplating putting into Fernbus going down the line. Whether those things are still going to appear in Fernbus down the line, we don't know. But yeah, this was certainly an interesting test subject, but it's still a really enjoyable game. It's still really enjoyable just to drive around the island like this, because the island does just look brilliant. It's so well done. Okay, our next stop is 4k away. It's only a couple of stops on this journey, so I could have made some of these longer, and covered quite a few stops in them, but I'm quite enjoying breaking them up, and I think shorter videos and shorter content, shorter amounts of my waffle are certainly more beneficial. So Gran Tarajal is this way, so that's our final destination for this trip. So just down here is the next stop, La Canada. Which I didn't expect to be an off-road. Lots of rocks in the way. Okay, put parking brake on, open the doors. Seems a bit remote out here, doesn't it? It's like, what are they going to find? What's there going to be to do out here? It's like, okay. Unless they're just climbing up the little mountain thing over there. Quite a busy road as well. Some roadworks going on, or something going on over that side. I'm guessing it's going to be building another bus stop the other side of the road, I would have thought. Right. So all our passengers are on board. We'll then attempt to pull out into this traffic like that. Car behind me had to brake suddenly, but he was coming up over the brow of a hill, so not a lot I could do there. And 13k to go to Gran Tarajal. I really must get back to Fuerteventura. I've been there twice, and it's such a lovely island. I shall have to return one day. Just the way it looks, just driving through the scenery is like no other driving game. It's just brilliant. And the good thing is, if you already own Fernbus and you've bought any of the DLCs, so if you own any of the vehicles in Fernbus and then you buy Tourist Bus, those vehicles will carry across into Tourist Bus as well. So definitely a shorter trip, this one, but I'll say trying to interject a couple of these out the way stops on our trip back up to the start point. If you've watched my content for a while, you know there's normally a little ledge that I start and finish these journeys on, and haven't been there for quite some time, since we first did that first video. So it'd be quite sad to end this trip around the island, but say Tourist Bus not going away. It will be continuing in a form that I've yet to decide. Okay, turn off down here, 2k to go. That's some power lines. Suppose you've got to put them somewhere. Okay, turn into here. Thankfully nothing parked at that corner. Are you going to stop Freelander? Yes they are. Only just though. And here we are, Gran Tarajal. our passengers off, and before it tells me I've ended the journey and we've got to return back to the beginning again, we will make our way over and have a look over the wall. See how awesome is this? It just really, really is. Coach parked up in there. Cross back over the road and go back to our coach that no one stole or might have been away. That's useful. So there we go. We will end there. Another trip done. Made our way down to Gran Tarajal. Next time we will carry on from here and make our way back up towards the airport. Don't forget to check those links out in the description below. One to the Twitch page and one to the Discord server. So you can check me out live on Twitch and be part of that awesome Discord community. We will end there then. Until the next time, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.